Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to this AFK journey video. So this video will be released 2 to 3 days before Christmas, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of you guys watching this video a merry early Christmas. Hope you guys had a good 2024 like myself and has a good end to 2024 with Christmas itself. And without further ado, let's dive into the third stage for Relentless Rumble today. So this will be my free-to-play run for Relentless Rumble for dead type mage right here. So the quest points, as you guys can see, will be 40 enemies for the max rewards. So I'm going to claim everything. For my account right here, we are able to do a max of 52 kills. And for the units, or for the boss right here, we have dead type mage with the foresight ability. So 1000 initial energy for the third enemy for every 3 enemies that appear. So this allows that third enemy to be able to spam the ultimate or cast the ultimate immediately, which hurts like a truck, okay? Because for dead type mage, if we take a look at the enemy formation, we have 5 of them. So these mages, they take lesser magical damage, they're unaffected, and they do magical damage to enemies when attempt to inflict control effects. So this effect can be controlled once every enemy per second. So this means that you can't actually run too much control against this unit because first of all, this unit's class, dead type class, or the class itself later will zoom in, is immune to control, and on top of that, phantom armor will cause this unit to do more damage to your team. At the same time, this unit also takes lesser magical damage, but later on you guys will see my best damage team is actually a magical team, and I'll explain why. So the second skill, Spectral Curse, curses one enemy, reduces magical defense by 10%, and dealing magical damage equals to 50% of their attack per second for 5 seconds, so additional damage. And the ultimate, Corrosive Bite, so this one selects one frontmost enemy, dealing 180% damage and inflicting Spectral Curse on them, so massive single target damage on the frontmost enemy. So this is why the foresight is actually quite scary, because that third enemy that appear will get 1000 energy and will be able to cast the ultimate immediately. Now let's go into the battle and then showcase my best team. Okay, so right here, let's go to the class. Okay, so this is a trait, faction, dead type goon. So consider replacing heroes who specializing in inflicting control effects in your formation, because they are immune to control effect. So units like Iron, units like Almas, units like Katasi, for example, they're not that good for this one. Or units with control abilities in general, they're not that good for this stage. So now, for this boss, one thing about this boss is that this boss first skill, right, at the start of battle, Corrosive Bite, hurts like a truck. So this unit in the middle, right, this very first style unit over here will most of the time die. So I'll just showcase one battle here with Valor Shield with maybe 4 Mauler buff. Okay, so this is a 4-1 Smoky with Valor Shield in the front line, and we'll demonstrate how much damage it does. Okay, so right here, cast, and you can see that this Smoky died almost immediately from that ultimate cast on the first skill itself. So this unit in the middle, or the frontmost unit that you're gonna feel on your field, must be, I'll say, like, number 1, super duper tanky, or number 2, has the ability to come back to life. So for this case, we'll be using our low rarity Talon for this scenario, which is one of the units in my best team. So let's take out Odie, put in Talon right here. So Talon has the added benefit of also dealing quite a bit of damage from the ultimate itself for you to bring down the HP of the boss, and for other units to clean house from there. And we have Smoky obviously for the heals. So I will be buffing up Smoky for the sustain, because increased attack from Smoky as well as defense allows Smoky to heal better and survive longer to sustain the heal. And then we have Mikola. So the carry slot, despite the unit being, I'll say, like, strong to magical damage because of this 25% lesser magical damage, my strongest carry for this one will still be Lily May, but I'll showcase a few other like carries positions so that you guys can have a clearer picture of, you know, what are the other carries you can use. I think ideally Barrel, Florbell, they should be decently okay because they are the physical attackers that are the stronger few. I think Lenya is also pretty strong, but my Lenya in this account is pretty weak, so probably not the best, but you guys can definitely try Lenya. So like do a more physical centric team. So for this one, let's go with Arcane Spell. So this is magical damage mostly. So without further ado, let's start the battle. Okay. So at the start of battle, Dead Type Goon will cast the massive single target damage to bring down Talon, but it doesn't matter because she will come back to life. So after Talon comes back to life, right, you can see that Mikola almost fell there. So luckily we had that additional attack buff on Smokey, so that the additional buff value allows us to stay alive for a little bit longer. But you can actually use Coco in the place of Mikola as well, which is what I'll do later. So we'll showcase 2 runs, one with Mikola support, one with Coco support. I think Mikola support will be better for getting more kills to output more damage. Coco will be a little bit better surviving, but we shall see the difference later on. Okay, so you guys can see that eventually the units will start melting, because that ultimate from Dead Type Mage over here hurts like a truck, like I mentioned earlier. And obviously, based on the position of your units, the frontmost unit of your team will change according to like the different battles itself. So depending on whether or not Taylor is standing right in the front when casting her skill, the ultimate will hit on your different units. And obviously you don't want Smokey to die so early. Unfortunately, Smokey died pretty early here, and then we are not able to hit the 50 kill mark. So this is battle number 1. Okay, so this is the damage distribution. Okay, so next one, I will use Coco in this. I think Coco might be a little bit better, because there's a chance that Mikola might stand all the way at the front. Yeah. And I think I will reposition Smokey a little bit, because maybe this tower is a little bit too forward, but I don't want him to be too behind, because I want the ultimate to cover the whole battlefield. And maybe we'll put a Coco. Yeah, so Coco will give us like a massive damage reduction and shielding, so I think we should be able to survive for the whole fight, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. Okay, Sonya actually get melted here, so you guys can see the massive like single target damage on the front line. Let me see how I want to do it. Okay, I think we can do this. Coco is slightly tankier, so Coco should be able to take like the massive single target. Okay, so every team theory here is built on the basis that you have these units to, I'll say, minimally supreme tier, right? Mythic plus minimally with the EX weapon, because I've seen comments in the previous Seth video that say that, you know, I didn't get any kills because I'm at the elite tier. So unfortunately, if you're at the elite tier, then the highest level you'll go for this stage will be legendary tier. So there are certain units that is a lot stronger once they get their EX weapon. So if your unit is at legendary tier, not only do they have lesser stats, but they also don't have their EX weapon. So slightly less accessible in terms of kill for those of you guys at a lower hero tier itself. Yeah, so right here, I think we should be able to survive better and maybe hit our 50 kill range. Yeah. So the previous team, because of the RNG consideration, usually it will be around that 45 to 50 plus kill range. So I'm going to demonstrate that Mikola team later on to see whether or not we can do our 50 kill streak, try to optimize our position a little bit. I think this position is a little bit better, because this way my Smokey can be protected better. Yeah, but actually, how did he get? Oh, did he get pushed in front by Taylin? Okay, 54 kills, as you guys can see right here. So pretty good score. My team managed to survive throughout. Okay, my new best, by the way. Okay, so I'm going with this best kill 54. So I think you kind of want to have units that can actually come back to life and be the frontmost unit. So another unit I can think of that you can use is Torrent, obviously. Okay, so this will be the run for the Taylin replacement with Torrent. So Torrent is not only like this unit with the revive, but also a unit with decent physical damage from the ultimate itself, because the Dead Type Mage will actually cast the ultimate on Torrent, being the frontmost unit, and that's where when Torrent is charging the ultimate, wapow, you know, you do a lot of damage. Later on we'll showcase the damage distribution. So this team does have fractional bonus, and obviously we're not gonna hit our peak damage, which is 54 kills, but I think we should be able to still get the 40 plus kill mark with this team over here. Yeah, so this is with Torrent. Later on, I'll talk about potential Sonya substitute. But I think for Sonya's case, it's a little bit challenging, because Sonya is not only like the damage dealer, but also a massive buffer for your other units for more heals as well as more damage. So losing Sonya might be quite impactful for this fight specifically. Yeah, maybe have to... Okay, Corinne doesn't give as much damage. Might have to run Mikola with like... Yeah, maybe have to run like full Maulers, I guess, to replace... Hugin might be fine as well, but Hugin's a little bit challenging to use in terms of position. Yeah, so that's that. But Hugin does have the added shield. So I mean, we can never try Hugin, although my Hugin's a little weak, don't have the damage immunity and damage control. But we shall take a look later. Yeah, so Hugin is potentially another one. Mikola, obviously. Okay, so right here, we did 46 kills. Okay, with this team over here, damage distribution. And as you guys can see, Torrent does do a little bit of damage here. So based on the positioning of the Dead-type Mage, based on when your Torrent casts the ultimate for the counter Q, the damage difference will vary. I think this team did about 50 kills in 2 of my recordings before this. So that will be the Torrent replacement for Talon. Now let's go on to another team. So this time around, we'll try to do without Sonya. Okay, so Sonya is quite important. We need a physical attacker that does similar damage to Sonya. And Dead-type Mage doesn't really have a class. It's an others class, so it's not really weak to a particular class. I think if that's the case, I think we will run Florabelle, I guess. Probably run Florabelle. Yeah, Florabelle with... Okay, we can use Arcane Spell. Looking at this current damage distribution, Arcane, okay, I tell you what, we will go with Mikola. Okay, and then we go with Arcane Spell. We're gonna protect Mikola with Torrent. Yeah, so this way I think we should be able to do decent damage as well. Right, because this time around we are giving additional damage to Lily May, so we are not using Sonya, losing quite a bit of attack and defense buff. But I think Torrent standing on the front line with the ultimate casting should actually give us decent damage. Yeah, so you can see the power of Torrent right here with that one slam just killing a lot of enemies. So that's one of the added benefit of Torrent. So we went with 3 Mauler supports because we want that 3-1 factional bonus with all the buffs from Mikola. Yeah. Okay. So maybe this is not the best artifact because I don't think it's building up fast enough. Yeah, maybe we want to consider switching out the artifacts a little bit. Yeah. Okay, I think for this one, right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch into an artifact that spams more. Let's go with Starshot. Yeah, because Starshot is true damage. So Starshot should be able to wither all the enemies down faster with the true damage. And then my other units can like sort of bring the enemies down from there. Okay, so we just go with the weaker Starshot. The other one takes 5 charge to actually activate, which is not what I want. This one takes only 3 charge, so we got the additional damage from Starshot spell over here. $14 kills. 17. It's a little bit slow because yeah, we lost quite a bit of damage with Sonya missing from the team. But I think we should be able to still do 40 kills at this pacing because our team is building up in terms of all the buffs. And yeah, Lily May is going to become stronger over time, right? So 27, 28, Starshot spell proc, and then Lily May ballets. Okay, 29, 30, ultimate from Torrent. Yeah, should be able to do 40 with this one. So losing Sonya did hurt a little bit in terms of the kill count. But for those of you guys who don't have Sonya, I think for Mikola's case, you kind of want to have another buffer. If you have Talon, then you can use Talon in the slot of Torrent. So Talon also offers additional damage, which could be crucial to squeeze out that little bit more kills. So okay, nice. Torrent's ultimate kill 3 more. So we did 40 kills, just nice with this team over here. So definitely doable. Okay, so this is the damage distribution for this team, and that's pretty much it for this video. Just a simple showcase of the various free-to-play teams you can use to get to 40 kills and optimize your kill numbers based on your own account. Thank you very much for tuning in, and a Merry early Christmas to you guys. See you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.